Hello, so I opened up my box. Don't know, I'm pointing to my crotch. Let's imagine the box is in front of my crotch, but not a in the box situation. And I let you slide some of your cues into it. First thing I see, why? Why does my porness hurt? Do you just want me to delete my channel? Should I just switch this off? I mean, I would see a doctor because everyone knows you're meant to have 2 pornuses or porni. It's Daniel. Did you water the plants while I was in Australia? Gun emoji. Yes, Daniel, look at this, it's thriving. Totally haven't rebought this plant and replaced it and put it in the same pot. What turned you gay? I mean, amongst other things, I had a video of Cruel Intentions, which I was telling myself was because of Sarah Michelle Gellar, but the big revelation actually was Ryan Philippe getting out of that swimming pool. Wow. Amazing Phil TikTok era when? I've had TikTok for ages, and you just haven't had the Sherlock skills to find it. I'm Amazing Phil on TikTok. Pause this video right now, go give me a follow, there's a link below. I'm probably just gonna mess around with the filters, but I would like you to keep me company. Favorite type of nut, mine is almond. I'm a cashew kind of guy, that's how we say it here, before everyone says how he says, because it says it weird. But when I found out how they grow, it kind of ruined it a little bit for me. What? What is going on here? That's such a huge effort to go to for one nut when someone's really far away on Grindr. Sorry. Honest life update, please. Okay, I think it's finally time to admit it. My name's Kyle. I'm actually an American. No, really, honest life update, okay. My secret wife, Susan, is doing well. No big revelations, actually. You might remember about a year ago, I was like, ooh, I've been a bit dizzy recently. I've been dealing with a strange form of dizziness. Well, that never went away. Thanks, brain. So I've kind of come to the realization that that is never going away, which made me a bit low for a while. Thankfully, the brain is very good at adjusting to a new scenario. Like getting sea legs if you've been on a boat for a while. I've got used to this normalness of not normal, and now I'm about 50% better naturally. I've been to vestibular rehabilitation, which is quite fun. You do lots of this, looking at your fingers and looking at things on the wall, which again, adjusts your brain to get better. I've got some new medication, which I think is working pretty well, despite making me have really weird dreams. And also, it's like being drunk for free. So I'm trying to see the positive side. On a good day, I won't really notice it. On a bad day, it's like I've been to the pub and had 7 drinks. Again, is that really a bad thing? I haven't really had a proper this is your diagnosis, but the most likely thing is vestibular migraine and triple PD combining into one thing. All my life I've had headaches, but now, for some reason, it could have been a virus, something else happened to my brain. Basically, now instead of getting pain for a headache, I get dizziness. And normally people would get that for like 1 or 2 days, but I'm in the small percentage of people that has it all the time. Hey, at least I'm rare. I got kind of bored of being down in the dumps about it, because this is my life. I've only got this one to live, so might as well get on with things. My creative juices are ready to be poured into a glass. Drink? F, marry, kill. Tatting off interactive introverts or we're all doomed. Keep in mind, I'm personifying the tours here. Okay. I'm gonna have to marry tatting off, because it was the first tour. It's got so much warmth and nostalgia for me. And despite it being a celebration of everything before 2016 in Dan and Phil and internet culture, I think it would make me some nice breakfast in the morning. Extra maple syrup. I'm gonna F we're all doomed, because I feel like the desperate end of the world F is gonna be a good one. You know what I mean? You've got 10 minutes to live, the sirens are going off, you and that one person, you're gonna go at it. There's gonna be no holding back. It's gonna be a good time. Which means I'll have to kill introverts, which pains me. I don't wanna do that because it was so epic and incredible, but I do not wanna risk ever being strapped to a rotating wheel ever again. So, for that reason, it's a kill. What color are the specks when you close your eyes? I only have floaters when I open my eyes, you know those little guys keeping you company, wiggling around. When I close them, it's like they've fallen into a kaleidoscope and done a load of drugs. It's like a mix of greenish purples. Calm down. Do you have any more gay stories before coming out? I was at a New Year's Eve party and I made out with a guy, which was very rare and exciting. Anyway, I slept under a coat. The next morning, I went down to the kitchen and saw him. I was like, hey. And he said, oh, you know what? I do not remember anything from last night. So crazy. Any memory of anything that happened, it's completely gone. Am I that shameful? Jeez. And I just said, yeah, me too. Me too. Do you play Fortnite on a regular basis? No, but I play Apex. These are my stats. I'm terrible, but I love it. Gibraltar, is my husband. Which spawn earned you the most money? Cheeky. This isn't questions I avoid normally. I'm not allowed to say, but it's definitely not the one that you think. Wait, did Mean Girls copy Truth Bombs? No, we're friends actually. It was a cool email to get. Paramount were interested in turning the rules of Truth Bombs into their own Mean Girls burn book game, which happens quite a lot in the board game world. It's not a spawn, but I do get a little bit of royalties every time someone gets one. And our names are even on the box in tiny letters. What are your favourite socks at the moment? Is this a subtle trick to try and get my feet on the internet? You WikiFeet mod. These penguins that say Merry Flipping Christmas. What's the hardest part about being in the public eye? Anytime someone complains about this, everyone's like, wow, it must be so sad and horrible being famous Jennifer Lawrence. So I'm gonna try and not throw myself into that trap. It's got a lot better, but I think back in 2015, 2016, there was less boundaries when it came to internet people, because all of this was new, no one really knew what they were doing. I found it quite hard to be a private person and just exist without some kind of running commentary dissecting everything that I was doing and everywhere that I was going. So I just kind of felt like I had a CCTV camera following me all the time, like where am I going, where am I traveling to, where do my family live? Anytime I did any kind of activity, I'd be recognized, which would be lovely, and I'd notice someone tweet me like, how was the Indian food? Which on its own doesn't mean any harm, but to me I was like, how do people know I was having Indian food? Oh yeah, someone recognized me and then that's on there, and then I was with this person and now they're looking at this person's Twitter to see what they were doing, and it just made me feel a bit claustrophobic. But it comes with the job. When you're putting yourself out there, people are interested in what you're doing and they want to know what goes on in your life. So it would be nice if I could just go run naked into the sea, but I won't, because there's a risk someone will take a picture of me and then you'll all be jealous of my glorious body. I feel like there's more respectful boundaries in place now, so I feel a lot more chill and less stressed about it. And if it was like this for me, I cannot imagine being like Taylor Swift or Harry Styles. Like, do they even go outside? Do they do things? Do they go to the cinema? I don't know. It's just a weird thing, isn't it? Because loads of people know them, but they don't really know you. But yeah, I would not change this as my job, and I also feel like I've got the most supportive and lovely audience out there, as far as audiences can be. Have you done any fun drugs recently? I actually got some medication for my dizziness, which did not agree with me, and at night it caused me to hallucinate, and I was lying in bed, and I'm not kidding. I saw this face coming out of the wall that looked like a bird. It had like a bird beak and large glassy eyes, and it just got closer and closer to me as I was lying in bed, and it just went... And I kind of went, "Buh," and it went away. I don't know if I was like falling asleep into a dream. It happened 3 times with the same bird, so I feel like I just saw a window into another dimension or something. Anyway, I'm not taking those anymore. Would you ever go on a solo tour? I mean, those were some of the best times of my life, and I really do miss seeing you guys in real life as well. So I think if I had a good idea, I would, but I'm not rushing to do it, and it's not in my imminent plans. Is Dill still alive? Every time you watch a gaming video, you keep Dill alive. It's like a Sims save that's paused. Go back and watch one. He's experiencing that joy, or despair as a family member sets on fire, again, in that moment, whenever someone presses play. So go forth. Give him life. Do you fancy men? Unfortunately. Do you think Jake Sully from Avatar is hot? Yes or no? Are we talking about human Jake or blue Jake? Because both are a yes. Isn't me all with the butts in Avatar 2 a bit more prominent? I mean... I was just finding them very distracting in 3D. Do I have a problem? Yes. What's something fun you've done recently? I went to a pottery class where you make a pot with a face on it, and I decided to go with the scariest one I could possibly forge, and I made this monstrosity. I'm looking forward to Dan accidentally smashing it. What did you like most about Dan being gone? I could leave every cupboard door open in peace. Like nature intended. Also, it made me realize despite being an introverted person, I'm still quite a social creature, so I definitely need to go out and refill that Sims bar. Otherwise, I'll start talking to myself. Do it be squat? What does that even mean? Show hole. Right, that's no. We're stopping. Alright, here's a favourite hole. The Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory in Antarctica. Over a mile deep? Are they gonna find a frozen dinosaur and resurrect it? I hope so. There's your scientific hole of the day. This was an enlightening experience. I felt like I needed to reintroduce myself a little bit. I mean, on a cellular level, I've changed into a completely different person, so it felt like the right time, you know? I'm gonna skedaddle. I hope you're having a good day. Go follow me on TikTok. If you haven't, amazing Phil. Give this a thumbs up now to make a firework appear on the screen. Okay, click it. Go. There you go. Enjoy that. You earned it. Subscribe, tickle the bell, do everything else. I hope you have a lovely life, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.